What's up, you guys? My name is Shonda Jenkins, and I am a mindset life coach. So I'm going to be doing a series on how to discover your purpose. So for each video, I'm going to be showing you how to discover your purpose, and I'm going to be giving you tips along the way. So let's get started. So today I'm going to be talking about what is purpose and some ways that you can figure out what do you want to do with your life. So purpose. Purpose is basically what you like, what you enjoy doing, what you see yourself as when you think about it. Think about, what do you want to be on your tombstone when you pass away? Will you want to have best mom? Which is, it's good to be a great mom. But what if you want to have singer, inspirational writer? Whatever you choose to go on your tombstone, that's very important, because this is what you are. Your purpose is who you are. What were you created to be? And so when I think about purpose, I think about all the times when I thought about being a teacher. As a little girl, I used to teach my nieces and nephews like how to read. I used to teach them math. I used to do so many things when it came to teaching. I also remember doing a end of the year party, and so I was really extra, okay? And I would take pictures of them. I made a yearbook, and I did class pictures, and I also did the end of the school year party. Okay, so as you can see, teaching was something that I wanted to do. And as I got older, I thought about it, and I thought there was only one type of teaching. The kind where you just go to school, the elementaries, the middle schools, the high school teachers, and maybe the college professors. So that's the only type of teaching I knew of. But there's so much to teaching out there. You have coaches of every niche. You have business coaches, you have health coaches, you have self-confident coaches, you have different accountability coaches. You have so many coaches that the possibilities are endless. So coaches, if you decided that you want to be a coach, all right, so what type of coach do you want to be? Writers, there's so many types of writers. You have your fiction writers, you have your non-fiction writers, you have your motivational writing, you have people that do cookbooks. It's really whatever has been calling you since you were little. And even if since you were little you just like playing with animals and you just always had like a connection with animals, maybe you're called to be a zookeeper. Maybe you're called to be someone who has a pet shop. Whatever you believe you're called to is your purpose. And if you're working somewhere right now and you do not enjoy it, that's the indication that that is not what you're supposed to do. What you're supposed to do is what makes you feel good. They say that whenever you discover your purpose and you're working in your purpose, you never work a day in your life, because it doesn't feel like work. It feels fun. It feels enjoying. It feels adventurous. It feels like, oh my God, I get to do this. That's what your purpose is. And so I want you to think about, what are some things that you like to do when you were a little boy, a little girl, when you were younger? What were some things that you enjoy doing? And maybe the things you enjoy doing, you say, hey, that's not what I want to do anymore. All right, so ask yourself, what do you see yourself doing? What type of day do you want to have? Do you want to have a day that's filled with meetings and always on the phone and you're talking to different people at a time? Is that something that you want? Or do you want a day that is where you can work from home, where you can talk to your clients over Zoom or over some type of video software? Maybe that's what you want to do. Or maybe you say, hey, I want to work by myself. I'm an introvert. I like to work for myself, and I like to work by myself. So maybe you want to sell products, or maybe you want to do some type of virtual class where there's no interaction. They're just watching you teach. Whatever it is that you enjoy, you got to decide, how will you feel doing it when you're doing it? Okay, not what no one else thinks, It's about what you think about what you should do. So when you're making this decision, dream big, okay? Do not hold back what you feel like you should be doing. If you're called to write a book, you should do it. And what I know about this is that sometimes what holds us back is the thought that we are not capable of doing it. What can we tell people? We're not doing much in our life right now. Who will read my book, right? Those are things that went through my mind when I thought about writing a book. So I ran away from it. And now I'm working on my book. I am writing in it every single day. And eventually I'm going to launch it. But right now I'm working through writing it, getting an outline. I'm actually following a course, and it shows you how to actually write your book. So if you feel like that someone does not need to hear your message, then you're really only limiting yourself. Someone needs to hear your story. Someone needs to see you show up for yourself, because when you show up for yourself, you inspire others to show up for themselves. And so, what is your purpose? Think about what you enjoy doing. Think about how you want your day to go. How do you want to spend your day? Do you want to work Monday through Friday? Do you want to work every day? Do you want to have some automation in place where you can travel and your business is working for itself? Or maybe you're like, hey, I do not want to start a business. I really just want to have a different career. What do you enjoy doing? What type of people do you want to be around? What type of environment? Do you want to be in a corporate environment? What type of industry do you see yourself in? And then you also got to remember, what type of certifications or degrees and skills do I need to acquire for those? Because when you're dreaming, you also have to keep in mind that whatever you're dreaming of, you also have to think about what comes with that. And know that if you enjoy it and if you love it and what you're dreaming is what you really want to do, know that when you attain those skills, while you attain them, they're not going to feel like hard work. They're going to feel fun because you know where you're going. You know what you're going to do. So, your homework is write down what is your purpose. Now, if you do not know what your purpose is, these are some things you can ponder. What do you like to do? What do you see yourself doing every single day if you could do it and not get paid for it? Dream big, okay? When you think of this. And think about what you like to do, not what no one else wants you to do. Do it for yourself. How do you want to work? Do you want to work all day? Do you want to work for 8 hours? Do you want to work 2 hours a day? How many hours a day do you want to work? What type of money do you want to have? Like, what type of cars are you going to be driving? What type of lifestyle do you have? Do you travel? So think about the type of lifestyle that is going to be funded because of this purpose. So what's your lifestyle? And then now I want you to, after writing down all of this, make sure you brainstorm, okay? Write down things you enjoy. Only things that you enjoy, not what no one tells you that you should. Because the reason why I say this is that I held myself back for so long because I was listening to what everyone said I was supposed to do. Someone was telling me I need to do this. Someone was telling me I need to do that. So I was like getting tugged back and forth until I had to figure out, what do I want to do? Minus the noise. What do I want to do? What makes me happy? What makes me get up and get excited when I start my day? That's what your purpose is. That's what's going to help you whenever you feel like this is not going like you want it to come, or, whenever you're working on it, you're like, this is taking a long time. You are able to be patient, and you just implement and implement and implement every single day. And you show up for yourself with the confidence, because you know that you have a mission. You know that what you're doing has purpose and meaning behind it. And that's what people are going to connect to. People are not going to connect to you because, you're just selling a product, or you're just starting a business, or you just got a new career, or whatever you're trying to do. People are connecting to you because you have a story. And that's what is going to draw them into you. The more authentic you are, the better, because people like authenticity. They like to be able to connect to you. They like to know that someone out there like me also thinks like this as well. And so they can connect with you on that. I have 3 kids. I'm a mom. So moms connect with me. Women connect with me naturally because I'm a woman. And so whatever you're doing, someone's going to be connected to your purpose, and you're going to inspire others in the process. So remember that you are big enough to cause a ripple effect in all these people in this world. But you have to decide that you are enough to do whatever your purpose is. Okay? So plan out your dream life. So once you answer all this, plan it out. How will you start your day? Are you waking up at 4 a.m. doing meditation, reading, whatever you feel like you're going to be doing when you're walking in your purpose? So plan your day. And I probably said this more than once, but this is serious, because when you plan your day and this is what I'm going to be doing, you can go back here and evaluate, does my purpose line up with how I want my day to go? Because that's very important. If your purpose is you want to, you want to be a race car driver, but when you plan your day, you're spent painting in the morning, and then it's hanging out with friends for lunch, and then it's spending time with family. How are you a racer? How are you a race car driver if your day does not include when you're going to the track? It does not include when you're going to do a race and compete. You have to know how your day is going to be so that you can evaluate if that is your purpose. Because when you know how you want to spend your day, that's important. The people who are successful, they know how they want to spend their day. They know what they want to do. They know if they're getting up early, if they got a speaking engagement, if they got to do a book signing, they know how their day is going. And that lines up with their purpose. That lines up with what they do with their life. So, remember, how you discover your purpose is by thinking about what you like to do. What do you see yourself doing every day? And remember to dream big and do it for yourself. How many hours a day do you want to work? What is your lifestyle? And then think about how will your day go in your dream life. Because that's very important. That's going to help you discover if you're going to be the singer, the inspirational writer, the coach, or whatever ideal that you have. It is possible, but you have to get really clear on what that is. And this is not something that I'm asking you to do in an hour. This is something I'm asking you to think about, to journal about, to meditate on, and think about, what is it I want to do? What is it that gives me happiness when I think about it? What is it that makes me smile when I talk to people about it? Because remember, you're going to be talking to people about what you do. And when you're talking to people, you don't want to have a really sad face, I get to do this for a living. I want you to have I get to do this for a living and I really enjoy it. And when you know that it's your purpose, you're going to be trying to convince people to actually do what you like to do. The fact that I am a coach and I'm a mindset life coach, I'm always inspiring people to hey, you don't want to be a coach? Do you want to be a coach? And it's because it's so amazing. It's such a good experience to be able to coach people and help them. Because I really enjoy it. I love teaching. I love helping people. And so That's my purpose. That might not be for you, and that's okay. But you have to discover, what is your purpose? You have to discover that your purpose matters and that you can achieve it. But you have to sit down and you have to ask yourself these questions. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to journal about it. And it might take a few days. Remember, my next video will not come up until next week. And so you got a whole week to think about this. You got a whole week to think like, hey, what is my purpose? Because then the next week you'll get your next homework. So you have 7 days to work on this and figure out what is your purpose. And have a clear answer and ask yourself, my purpose is this because. Why is it your purpose? And go into your story. What makes this your purpose? Why? What made you discover that? And what lives are you going to touch in that? Whether it be family, friends, or even yourself. You know, who will you become because of this? Why is this so important for you? All of these answers need to be answered. Because this is going to help you stay on that path. And when you feel like things are not working out for you, you're going to say, look, I know that it's coming. And I'm going to continue to stay consistent. I'm going to continue to show up for myself. And I know that when I get to that day, I know that it's because it was my purpose. So this is your homework, you guys. And we'll tune back in next week. So remember, I post a new video every Monday at 5 a.m. So tune in for next Monday at 5 a.m. for your next homework. And make sure that you really take your time on this. Remember, it's no rush because this is something I want you to be happy with. This is something that you're doing for the rest of your life. And so I want it to be amazing. I want it to be when you look at it, you start telling people that, hey, this is what I'm going to do. And you should start thinking about what your purpose is, because when you discover your purpose, it makes you feel so excited because that's something that you've been missing. That missing puzzle piece, that missing part of you that you've been searching for to feel whole, that's what you've been missing. And so I'm excited for you. I'm ready for you to discover your purpose, and it's going to be amazing. Also, if you guys are looking for a mindset life coach, remember you can always sign up for a free clarity call with me. I give people a 30-minute clarity call. We get on the call, we talk about what do you want to do. I look through your goals and I help you get really clear on where you want to go in life. And so by the end of it, you will have clarity. You'll understand what is your purpose, and you'll be able to go out there and create that for yourself. And that's just what a free clarity call. And so imagine what will happen if we actually stay on the call and do multiple sessions. At the end of it, you'll be like working in your dream life. You will be creating the life that you've been wanting to create, that you've been putting on the sideline because you've been in service for others. I was in service for others for 10 years. Actually, longer than that if you count all the previous jobs before that. But my last employer, I worked there for 10 years. And the thing about it, I do not regret it. I learned so much from it. But in that moment, I realized that I was fulfilling someone else's vision. And I have a different vision for my life. And in order for me to fulfill my vision, I knew I had to leave so I can get on my mission to discovering who I am and living out my purpose. And so that's the same thing I want for you. Wherever you at, if you dislike it, you have the power to change it. So always remember that, you guys. All right, have an amazing day, you guys, and I love you. Bye.